Welcome to the deep dive, where we take your source material and, well, really dig into it, giving you the key takeaways so you're truly in the know.
And today we're jumping into a really fascinating world adolescent social dynamics.
Hmm.
We're talking status, hierarchies, and just how far some will go to stay on top. Our sources are excerpts from the novel Bratfest at Tiffany's by Lisi Harrison.
Yeah, it's quite a ride. Our mission today is basically to unpack this journey, the alliances, the rivalries, these pretty surprising transformations. And it all revolves around the power of perception, really, how social games can turn, well, almost anything, even a school bus or trailer, into a Tiffany box.
Exactly. Get ready for some moments where you just go, aha.
Okay, so let's start by setting the scene. We need to understand the stakes in Massie's world. The source talks about her fear of becoming an LBR.
Right. An LBR, loser beyond repair.
Wow.
Yeah, and for Massie, this isn't just, a minor worry. It's huge. She actually pictures herself going to the school shrink, Dr. Baum, to talk about it.
So it's that serious.
Oh, absolutely. This fear of being an LBR, it
Yeah.
really drives so much of what she does. It's not just about being popular. It's like avoiding social death, basically. Exile to Canada, where, it's a great detail, Gossip Girl doesn't ship.
Meaning you're completely cut off. Wow.
Totally off the grid,
Yeah.
socially speaking.
It's-
It shows the immense pressure she feels.
And it's not just internal pressure, right? There's this fear of the Briarwood boys, specifically the soccer players. Where does that come from?
Ah, yeah. That links back to a past incident. The Pretty Committee, her group, they found this old bomb shelter in the school basement.
A bomb shelter. Oh,
Yeah, and it had this flat screen TV somehow linked to the Briarwood Boys sensitivity training class.
no way.
Yes, so they watched them, heard their secret confessions.
Okay, so they have dirt on them, essentially.
Sort of. And if you think about the bigger picture, this kind of hidden knowledge, even if they got it by, spying, it becomes this tool, maybe for power, or like you said, maybe just a source of major anxiety for Massie,
Right, and it definitely foreshadows trouble when these two groups collide.
which they do dramatically.
Because the schools merge. Right, Briarwood and Octavian Country Day become BOCD,
Yeah.
but it wasn't like a planned merger.
Not at all. Briarwood's fancy rooftop wave pool, apparently, imploded.
Imploded.
Flooded their whole school. So
Yeah.
yeah, they had to merge, and suddenly the Briarwood boys are on the OCD campus.
And Massie's response is intense.
Understatement.
Uh-huh.
She decides she needs to sparkle and shine every day in the 8th grade, hits them all looking for anything reflective,
Haha, anything shiny.
and declares, this is our school, our
Yeah.
cafe. All right. Total alpha move.
Okay, let's talk about her crew, the Pretty Committee. The sources describe their reunion: Massie, Alicia, Dylan, Kristen, and Claire. It sounds almost fragrant.
It really does. The specific perfumes are mentioned, Angel Missoni's Juicy Couture, very distinct, very high-end. And then there's Claire's scent,
Yeah.
described as sort of cheap vanilla or maybe marshmallow.
Ah, that detail stands out. Even in this super glamorous group, there's this little hint of difference, right?
Exactly. It subtly signals maybe Claire isn't quite on the same level, or at least Massie sees her that way. It hints at the dynamics within the group.
So this group, the Pretty Committee, now calling themselves the New Pretty Committee, or NTC, they make this pact. The boy fast.
Yes, the boy fast.
What's the logic there? According to them, anyway.
Well, the stated reason is that boys make girls act like LBRs. They cause lame behavior.
Like what?
Massie even cites her own example, kissing Sky Hamilton's butt so he could spy on Briarwood's sensitivity training class.
Okay, so basically acting desperate or doing embarrassing things for boys.
Right. And Claire apparently spied on her crush, Cam, in that same class and got the wrong idea. So on the surface, it's about avoiding drama, staying cool.
But, looking at how strict it is, no flirting, crushing, texting, or dressing to impress, and Dylan just yells, "Done," immediately. Is it really about self-control, or is it more of a power move by Massie?
That's the really interesting question, isn't it? I think it's much more about power and control. The rigidity, Dylan's immediate compliance. It feels less about avoiding lame behavior and more about solidifying the NPC's unity and Massie's leadership. It's group control, really.
And almost immediately, this boy fast gets tested.
Right away. Health class.
The classic care for a fake baby project.
Yep, those synthetic babies for the whole semester. And guess who gets partnered up?
Let me guess. Claire's crush, Cam.
With Olivia Ryan.
Roach!
Yeah. And Claire's reaction is just pure internal turmoil. She feels everyone watching her, the jealousy is intense.
So right away, individual feelings clash with the group rule.
Exactly. It brings in this whole other layer to the social game. It's not just about who's popular, but who's perceived to be connecting romantically, which flies right in the face of the boy fast.
Okay, and then there's the bomb shelter again, their secret spot.
Their supposed sanctuary, they go back expecting, their designer stuff, maybe some Starbucks.
And instead,
Instead, it smells like sweat mixed with duct tape. Ew. And then the real invasion. The Tomahawk soccer team, the Briarwood boys, led by this guy Darrington, they just storm in.
so their secret base is compromised.
Totally. That shelter was like a symbol of their secret power, their private world. Now it's overrun. It perfectly mirrors their loss of control.
And the confrontation sounds pretty sharp.
Oh, yeah. Massie tells Darrington, you're all washed up. He fires back, you've just met your match. It's witty, but definitely hostile. The rivalry is heating up.
And the Boy Fast Pact itself starts cracking, right?
Yeah.
Because of Alicia?
Yes, Alicia. She's secretly texting this guy, Josh Hauntz, described as a Ralph Lauren-wearing, gossip-loving hottie.
Ah, okay.
And she doesn't just text him. She actually engineers this whole table switch in the cafeteria, the new Green Cafe.
What does she do?
Moves her own group, the NPC, to the LBR section and lets the boys have their prime table.
Whoa! That's bold. Betraying her own group's territory.
It is. And you really see her conflict. She's thinking, if you couldn't brag about your crush to your friends, what was the point of having a crush? Or friends?
That's actually a pretty deep question for this context. The tension between wanting romance and wanting friendship.
It really is. It shows how these rules are putting pressure on their actual relationships.
And then things escalate even more publicly, right? With the TV news report.
Oh, yeah. Winky Porter from the local 6 o'clock news shows up to cover the school merger.
And Alicia sees her chance.
Totally. She gets herself on camera, and instead of sticking to whatever plan she had, she says the overflow students, which is now the NPC, remember, were moved out because they're less popular and feel safe out there.
Wow. So she basically throws her own friends under the bus on TV. Is she trying to get back in with the main crowd, or is it just pure desperation for attention?
I think it's probably a bit of both. It's definitely strategic. She might be trying to align herself with the perceived winners, the main building kids. And the reporter, Winky, her reaction is key, a mix of shock and elation. She frames it as this big expose on a society obsessed with perfection. Alicia's playing into a narrative.
And the fallout with the NPC must have been instant.
Oh, immediate. Massie is absolutely furious, accuses Alicia of making them look like LBRs on television.
And Claire speaks up. That's surprising.
It is. Claire actually asks Alicia if she also edited it, implying manipulation to look like, you said Cam and Olivia were the cutest couple, adding salt to the wound.
So what's Alicia's defense?
Her justification is all about Josh, that he likes her for me, not for her clothes or status. She says the boy fast is so not fair because she finally had a chance to be happy.
It really highlights that clash, personal happiness versus group loyalty.
Absolutely. It's a classic dilemma.
Yeah.
And ultimately, Alicia says she chose him, chose Josh.
So she's out.
She's out. She has to take off her A-charm from her bracelet. Instant exile from the NPC.
Okay, so now the remaining NPC members are relegated to these overflow trailers. How bad are they?
Pretty bad, apparently. Described as musty and stinky.
Mm-hmm.
But Massie, being Massie,
She has a plan.
she has a survival kit hidden away. Vanilla candles, Purell, room spray, Luna bars, even
Yeah.
denim skirts to use as curtains.
Denim skirt curtain.
Hey.
Yeah.
You have to admire the determination, though. Even in this awful situation, she's trying to create some semblance of her world, maintaining appearances at all costs.
And then they bring in reinforcements. This designer, Effie.
Yes, this Dutch designer. And she introduces them to the game of perception.
The game of perception. What does that mean?
Her whole philosophy is it's about making people want what you have, even if what you have is no better than a wrinkled old bag from Whole Foods.
So it's all about marketing, basically. Branding.
Exactly. And she proves it dramatically by
Yeah.
burning her own expensive Georgian bag, saying it was just worthless paper. It's pure performance art to make a point.
It's like extreme home makeover, but for social status.
To the extreme.
Yeah.
It shows you can completely manufacture desire if you control how something is perceived.
So they apply this to the trailers.
Oh, do they ever? The transformation is wild. They paint the trailers robin's egg blue.
Like Tiffany blue.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wrap them in giant white satin bows, stamp Tiffany & Co. on them.
Seriously.
Seriously. Inside, walls covered in shimmery white fluffy cotton, Red velvet ceilings and floors. It feels cashmeric and gemtastic.
Wow.
They even get Louis Vuitton suitcases to use as lockers.
Okay, that's impressive dedication to the theme. But does this amazing makeover actually fix the social problem? Or does it just, like, put a fancy label on the same old hierarchy?
That is the million-dollar question. And not everyone buys it. Lane and her group, the sort of indie crowd,
Yeah.
they immediately protest. They chant, indie in, mainstream out. They accuse Massie of just making them main building again.
So for them, the fancy makeover destroys their identity as outsiders.
Precisely. It kills their raw and groundbreaking vibe as they see it. It shows that perception isn't monolithic. Different groups value different things.
But Massie isn't bothered by this pushback.
Not at all. The source says she reaches her maximum alpha potential, her ME.
Oh, my pee.
She's fully in command, and her next move is even bolder. A makeover plan for the other outcasts, the new LBRs, or NLBRs.
He's going to make over the LBRs.
Yes, an HPC Beauty Rep game plan. Each NLBR gets specific instructions.
Like what kind of instructions?
Super specific.
Yeah.
Like Great White needs blonde highlights, no gray or white, and mini skirts for calves. Lufa needs a Japanese straightening perm and no black clothes because her hair sheds. Monkey Paws needs a major manicure.
Wow. It's
Sometimes.
intense.
Even includes a boy, Dempsey, who's told to gain 10 pounds of lean muscle. And different NPC girls are assigned as beauty reps to oversee each transformation.
It's like a military operation for conformity.
Pretty much. Total image control.
Okay, shifting gears slightly, the school then announces a contest.
Yeah. A Pit My Locker contest.
Yeah.
And the prize. The winners get to stay in those newly pimped out Tiffany trailers.
So the stakes are high again. What do the lockers look like?
Well, Alicia goes all out. Lines hers with designer bag material, puts in a fridge light she clearly wants back in the NPC.
And Olivia, the one partnered with Cam.
Her locker is basically a tiny nursery for her fake baby, Kate, who's apparently crying nonstop. She's trying to sell the cute little family angle to stay.
And Lane's group.
They're protesting again,
Yeah.
Pocahontas braids, signs about Indian rights, rejecting the whole makeover takeover.
So you've got different people competing for different reasons.
Exactly. It's a microcosm of all the different desires and conflicts playing out.
And Alicia gets to announce the winners. Back on the microphone.
Yep. And this is where she makes her move. A really clever, kind of devious play.
What does she do?
She's supposed to announce the winner who gets to move into the trailers. There are two students named Dempsey. One is Dempsey Solomon, an ex-crush from the main group. But Alicia deliberately announces Dempsey Rosen, who is one of the NLBRs, the newly made-over outcasts.
Whoa, so she gives the coveted spot to an LBR instead of the popular kid. Is she doing it for fairness, or is this purely strategy to get back in Massie's good graces?
Oh, it's highly strategic. She knows this gives Massie and the NPC a win. One of their makeover projects gets the prize. And she backs it up, too. She apparently uses the threat of a lawsuit from her dad's clients to make Principal Burns accept it. She's learned to play the power game.
She really has. So what happens then? Chaos.
Beautiful chaos, as the source puts it. Lane's group starts a conga line, chanting Indie In. The NLBRs are thrilled, embracing their unexpected win. And the sore losers, the popular kids like Darrington who thought they'd win, they end up trapped in the trailer somehow.
Poetic justice.
Absolutely. And Massie gets the final satisfying dig at Darrington. I heard you were going to be in a trailer.
So it's a total power reversal, orchestrated by Alicia.
A massive shift. It completely flips the script on who the winners and losers are, all thanks to Alicia playing the game brilliantly.
And does this lead to Alicia getting back into the group?
It seems so. There's this moment of reconciliation between her and Massie. They share invisible apology waves.
Invisible apology waves.
Yeah. Massie kind of admits she was too controlling, and Alicia apologizes for, choosing Josh over her friends and lying. It's actually a surprisingly vulnerable moment.
Yeah, like a real crack in the armor, acknowledging the complexity.
Exactly. It's that aha moment showing that even amidst all the strategy, there's still this undercurrent of real friendship, or at least the need for it.
So with the power structure sorted, what happens to the boy fast?
It ends. The battle's won, the territory secured. Massie tells Alicia, basically, get rid of the boys.
Meaning, break up with Josh.
No, I think it means get the boys out of the trailers, the ones who are trapped. And then they have this ceremony. Each girl throws her charm bracelet, the symbol of the NPC, into a fire.
Symbolically ending the pact.
Yeah. But is it true independence or just like closing ranks again now that the threat is gone?
Good question. Is it real change or just regrouping?
Probably more like regrouping. The pact served its purpose during the conflict. Now they're back in control. They don't need its restrictions.
The sources also give us a flashback, right, to Massie's summer camp?
Yeah. Galway Farms Sleepaway Riding Camp. Very fancy, of course.
And she's the captain.
Captain of the Galway Goddesses, the riding team that always wins this big competition, the JCC. But there's a new girl, Selma, who's a threat.
Always a rival. And there's something about her saddle.
Yes, this is such a Massie detail.
Hmm.
She gets this custom caramel leather saddle
Huh?
with a side view mirror.
A mirror on her saddle.
So she can watch her rivals from behind while pretending to look straight ahead.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's perfectly her. Always observing, always looking for an edge, even at summer camp.
Isn't it? Total focus on control and observation. And then there's this other small thing. Her team name gets changed from goddesses to girls because goddesses wouldn't fit on something.
And she's furious.
Utterly frustrated, she ends her summer prayer with this sarcastic thanks a lot. It just shows how deeply ingrained her need for perfection and status is, down to the smallest detail. So wrapping this all up, what's the big takeaway for you listening to this deep dive?
I think Bratfest at Tiffany's really shows the incredible, sometimes kind of crazy lengths people go to define their social standing, defend it, and even completely reinvent it. You know, from these rigid packs like the Boy Fast to literally turning trashy trailers into luxury icons.
Yeah.
It reveals that sometimes transformation isn't about really changing yourself. It's more about mastering the art of how other people see you, perfecting the perception. That's a great point. And maybe a final thought to leave everyone with. If perception can be manipulated so effectively, how much of what we value in our own social worlds, our own hierarchies, is actually based on genuine connection, and how much is just, well, a really well-staged performance, something to think about.